the value of an MBA.
Welcome to Bloomberg On Demand, the business of life. I'm Carol Biaggi. Getting an MBA usually takes 2 years, tens of thousands of dollars, and plenty of hard work. For many people, it's worth it. On average, the degree boosts your salary by 50%. But not all MBAs are created equal. Here's a look at why your return on investment depends in part on which business school you attend.
When we talk about the value of the MBA, it's certainly the case that we've got the elite programs charging $100,000, programs like Baruch charging much, much less, and a range of schools in the middle.
John Elliott is Dean of the Zicklin School of Business at Baruch College, a public university in New York City.
Our tuition is relatively modest. When our students graduate, they don't have a lot of debt. And that's very different from some other schools. And I think it's a judgment call for each student.
What are your goals for that investment? Over what timeline do you want that investment to pay off? What type of risk are you willing to take on? And so
Kimmy Lipscomb took on more than $100,000 in debt to get an MBA from Wharton, one of the nation's top-ranked schools. Tuition alone cost her about $55,000 a year.
I knew that for this investment to pay off that I had to get a job that I wanted.
Lipscomb landed a job at an investment bank where starting salaries, including bonus, average $140,000. No surprise, students from top schools like Wharton earn more money, $3.4 million in the 20 years after getting an MBA, 40% more than the average MBA grad. But Bloomberg Businessweek says it will take students at the top 5 schools more than a decade to break even. That's 4 more years than the average MBA graduate, because students at elite schools give up higher salaries and pay higher tuition.
I think even when I talk to people today and they ask me, why didn't you go to Harvard, why didn't you look at Columbia? They're great programs. For me, the cost benefit just wasn't worth it.
Anna Vanderbroek, Zicklin class of 2012, will graduate with about $40,000 in debt and a marketing job at Dell. She chose a public university, where tuition on average is less than a third than at private schools.
I think you definitely have to be a little more scrappy when you're going to a school that doesn't sort of just serve you recruiters on a silver platter and just use all of your networks.
But there's no denying that recruiters see the most value in top schools, especially when hiring for top-paying industries like finance and consulting.
We really are hiring from what we would consider, I guess, the top 25 or 30 business schools around the world. We do that partly because those schools set a threshold, and we use them to a certain extent as a hurdle for qualifying candidates coming our way.
Many students and administrators say the value of an MBA goes beyond numbers or return on investment. They say the degree opens doors to experience, knowledge, and opportunities that can't be easily quantified.
Most of the top 50 to 100 MBA programs are going to provide a real opportunity to transform yourself if you're the student entering the program.
There's no question that it's worth it. And it's one of those things where I even think, wow, how different would life be at this point and going forward had I not made the decision to pursue an MBA.
For more information, go to the websites of Bloomberg Businessweek and Poets and Quants. Thanks for watching Bloomberg On Demand, the business of life. I'm Carol Biaggi.